Well, it's a big weekend for wrestling families. UWL is hosting the NCAA D3 National Wrestling Tournament. It's an experience you can't put a price on, but for some families, the cost of getting here is a whole different story. News 8's Jade Olds reports from the La Crosse Center.
Hundreds of families have descended upon La Crosse to see their wrestler compete against some of the best in the nation.
It's kind of like this is the last hurrah's last match of his career, and so we weren't going to miss it for him.
Craig Miller drove almost 800 miles to watch his son wrestle for Ohio Northern.
It took about 13 hours.
But for these families, all the memories and excitement of this weekend come with a huge cost.
It's probably going to be about 350, 400 hours in fuel.
Todd Albright drove from Pennsylvania to watch his son wrestle in the championship for the first time. Flying may have been more convenient for Albright, but airlines aren't exempt from rising fuel prices either.
To fly from Boston to La Crosse was like $380. And then we debated whether or not we were going to come, and then 3 days later we went back on the book the tickets, and they were $890.
It was an expensive weekend for most, but some are more concerned about the long-term impact.
So it's crazy. You can't afford it. Your money you make is going into gas.
With a national average price for a gallon of gas more than $3.50, these families are trying not to let it ruin a championship memory. In La Crosse, Jade Olds, News 8.
And earlier this week, President Obama said he's considering tapping into the nation's oil reserves to try and drive down the price at the pump. He blames the rising prices of oil on the unrest in the Middle East.